And we have 3 more shows to go, and then we'll figure out if we're going to be on the air anymore, because we need you all to either go to the meeting next week for the BOCC, September 5th, 6 p.m., voice your opinion, call the county commissioners, save public access, so we can bring great shows to you like we always do. And if you don't like it, well, turn it off. I'm sure you'll find something that you like. So tonight we're going to have one of our regular guests who's on every once in a while. We have Vernetta. She's on tonight. Yay.
Hi.
And she's my mother.
You didn't know that.
Yeah, everybody knows it. Anybody that's been watching us for 2.5 years knows that.
Yeah.
And
when she needs a guest.
Yeah.
Mom comes.
I don't even have to prep. We just fly by the seat of our pants.
Yeah, best way.
Yeah.
Best way.
We just wing it. And that makes it fun, and it makes it spontaneous.
Yes.
So we're going to, since we don't do it with other guests, we're going to consult the Femme Forum fortune teller.
Okay.
Because Joaquin reminded me we need to do this. We haven't done this in a while.
It's
so
time.
Yeah, it's been a while. So pick a number.
3.
1, 2, 3.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what is our topic? Pick it out.
Well, let's see. Current events.
Current events.
And politics as usual.
Oh, yes.
Which is not a good thing. So.
It's pretty much in the toilet.
A lot of stuff going on this week.
Start off the big
the
scandals.
Big Larry Craig. The senator from Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought all they had there was potatoes.
Yeah. No, they've been playing footsies there too.
Yeah, in the restroom no less. Well, everyone I'm sure has heard about this or read about it or whatever, seen it on the internet. Basically, this person is about the creepiest bigot that you can imagine. I mean,
he's a hypocrite.
He's a hypocrite. He's a very conservative right-winger married man who espouses family values and anti-gay legislatures, not
anti-everything.
Everything, yeah.
You know, pro-life and all those things.
So at this point, he got caught. He called it a sting, which I doubt very much it was, but he was in a restroom in an airport in Minneapolis, and evidently he tried to play footsies with an undercover cop, and he got caught. And the kicker is he actually pled guilty. Now he's kind of changing his mind and rethinking that. But of course, once you pled guilty, you can't go back. There's no do-overs. There's no do-overs. And there's been rumors about him since the 80s, kind of innuendo about...
You sent me that YouTube thing.
It's on YouTube, yeah, where he denies having any kind of relations with the Senate pages.
Yeah, it was a segment from 1982.
Right.
And I guess one of the pages wrote a book about different congressmen that were hitting on pages.
Yeah.
Which sounds real familiar, kind of like
Mark Foley,
another Republican.
Yes.
And I'm surprised that Fox didn't put D after Craig's name like they always
well,
do.
give them a chance. They may.
They will.
You know, they're doing everything.
Like Democrat. But how many scandals have there been of hypocrites? Hypocrites.
Democrats.
Oh, that's a Freudian.
Republicans.
Hippos,
Well, let's see. We got a list here. Besides Larry Craig, senator from Idaho.
Go ahead. Give us a list.
Bob Allen, one of our own.
Orlando. He was in the
airport.
What is it with bathrooms?
I don't know.
I mean, they're dirty. I don't even want to touch anything. It's dirty.
I won't even sit on a toilet seat.
Yeah, let alone do somebody there.
Titusville too? Okay, there's rumors of that. Mark Foley, of course, he left
South
office
Florida.
and his seat was taken over.
He's going to get rehabilitated, and I'm sure Craig will go to some rehab.
Okay.
Where the hell do they go?
I don't know. What's the rehab for? To stay out of the bathroom? I don't know.
They probably go to Clearwater to the Scientology place or something. I don't know.
Well, that'll wash them out. Yeah. And
but,
then there's Mike Vitter, although his crime was messing around with the D.C. madam. And then, of course, he's a senator from Louisiana. So there is just so many. There's more than you can name. They took a poll over the last 10 years of all of the different scandals, Democrats versus Republicans. And the Republicans had them beat 10-5.
Wow.
I mean, and that's counting Clinton and, his messing around. And they had a whole list of them. I can't name them all, but they actually came up with 10 different Republican sex scandals. Yeah, wow. Whether it be gay or straight or hetero, or pretending to be,
Lord knows.
Getting friendly with the pages, sending emails, whatever. So
I would not want to send my teenager up to Washington. It's a pretty dangerous thing to do.
I think so too. It's you expect them to be safe in the seats of government, but
we're supposed to hold them to a higher esteem, aren't they?
Well,
are they supposed to set an example?
That's the whole thing with this Larry Craig. He's saying that he thought it would just go away if he pled guilty. I mean, this man has been in Congress for like 30 years. He's a senator, and so he's trying to say that he was so nervous that he went ahead and said, yeah, I'm guilty, without even consulting an attorney. I mean, if that's the kind of people that we're sending to Congress.
That's the kind of people.
Yeah.
What is it? We have a peanut gallery. They think anyone will know, what's it say?
What they're doing.
Oh, okay.
With the way the internet and everything, nothing is a secret anymore.
No.
Emails, even though they erase them, they're still there.
Cell phones have cameras now.
Well, yeah.
Oh, what about, remember a couple weeks ago that priest that was yelling at the skateboarders in Australia?
In Australia.
There was
using very foul language.
We saw that on YouTube. I don't know if you guys saw it on YouTube or not, but there was a priest, and he was outside the church, and these kids were skateboarding around, and he was out there yelling and swearing. He used the C word too.
Yes.
Yelling at them, and I couldn't believe it. I mean, the guy was like foaming at the mouth practically. Yeah. And thanks to cell phones and cameras,
it was all recorded.
We get to capture the true people.
I mean, he's been removed from that post. He's probably going into rehab too. I mean, that's like the catch-all. Whatever you do.
What kind of psychology is this? I mean, what branch of psychology?
Well, I guess if you're an alcoholic or a womanizer or a right-wing Christian conservative that gets caught in the men's room, then you go to rehab.
And then you come out again.
And then you're born again.
Like Haggard in Colorado.
Ted Haggard. I forgot about him.
Haggard. I don't want to say Merle, but it's
Merle Haggard. That was a country singer. Yeah, this is Ted Haggard. But, he's cured. He's cured now.
Well, he had a prostitute, the male prostitute, and he was doing drugs.
Yeah.
And he went to rehab, and of course, like you said, he was rehabilitated, and now he's back doing his preaching.
Well, they need to be held accountable. When you screw up and you get caught, don't try and say it was the cop's fault, or or blame I didn't have an attorney. If you're smart enough to be elected to an office, you certainly should be able to
take responsibility. We would be treated like that.
Yeah.
They would haul us into jail.
Well, they said even about this Larry Craig that he showed the undercover officer his business cards showing that he was a senator,
I'm a senator.
I can make trouble for you or something like that. Well, it didn't do him any good.
Yeah.
So he's screwed. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what was it? who's here behind the scenes, Nash, was saying that they did a reenactment on TV.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
footsie
on
reenactment?
Olbermann. Oh, Keith Olbermann.
Not a problem with the females.
Well, yeah, you don't hear the females.
That's a good point.
Well, the only time that there's ever been a problem was that black congresswoman in Atlanta who they made a big fuss because I guess she was supposed to be shown.
And her name escapes me.
I can't think of her
name.
name.
With the cornrows.
Yeah.
She had the cornrows.
McKinney.
That's right.
McKinney.
That's right.
Good memory.
Good memory.
And did she get reelected though? I don't think
she got reelected.
I believe she did.
Yeah. That's the only female.
Yeah,
That
and that's certainly, because she got into a little hissy fit because they asked for some ID or something.
Right.
I mean, that's
and
hardly.
They didn't recognize her because she wore her hair
had
different,
changed her hairdo.
and when she was going through security.
Yeah.
We got the phones
Well,
here
let's
ringing.
see
Let's
if
go ahead
anyone
and see.
has any comments
It's
on.
free for all, and we do have caller ID. So if you want to chat with us.
Okay.
Hello there.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
I've been watching your program for well over a year.
Oh my God! Thank you. That's great.
No. You've been very well. And now I'm in another room in my house. Am I talking to the nice redhead with the red dress on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, both of us.
Not the old one with the blue dress.
While I'm talking to you, okay.
We're turning the volume here.
No, I was chasing a rabbit.
A rabbit?
My rabbit has a habit.
You have a pet?
My rabbit owns 1/3 of my house.
Oh wow! You can potty train those things.
That's what I hear.
Very trained.
Yeah, put them in a litter box. Yeah.
So trained that actually my black female cat that's 10 years old and this 1.5-year-old white dwarf rabbit, they'll sit in the sandbox together and go do their business together side by side, but I can't catch them on a camera to send it to
like YouTube
animal home videos,
right,
funniest home videos, But anyway,
what's on your mind?
What I wanted to bring up to you, you've always had you young lady in the red.
Yeah, Chyrisse.
You have always had a very, very decent show. You've always been very polite.
Wow, thank you.
And even when people have called up. And
I get harassed all the time.
Well, you're right. But when people call you up and are very nasty to you, you have always come back with something very sweet.
I thought I was being cocky.
You haven't been the Wicked Witch of the West at the house bell on. Okay?
Like Ann Coulter? we're not Coulter-like.
This is a culture-free zone.
No, you've always had a very nice show.
Thank you.
You've always had very good language. You've always had a topic. And in fact, actually, you've always had several topics.
Well, tonight we're kind of winging it, but we're just doing current events.
Right. Wait a minute here. I got to grab another phone. Mine's beeping. It's running out of juice.
Is he a Democrat?
Do I still have you? Do I still have you?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. I had to grab another phone. Running out of juice. Anyway, what I did want to say to you. At the beginning of the program.
Yeah.
You were talking about getting squashed out of, in other words, getting the county commissioners or whomever they are or whatever.
Oh yeah, they're trying to get rid of public access.
Right, public access. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but like on Tuesday evening around 11 o'clock, the show called Chris and Todd. Or
I've
Todd
seen
and Chris.
it. Every word is F this and F that.
Yeah. Though, I mean, I don't mean to be mean or rude, and I want their names spread all over the air, and I want you to spread their names all over the air. How nasty they are! I have a brand.
The thing is, you can turn it off. I turn it off.
A brand new black kitten in my lap. But anyway, I'm an animal lover.
Oh, we are too.
Yeah, I mean. Brand new little kid.
What is your name?
She even has a little diamond collar on her. My little girlfriend put on her.
What is your name, caller?
My name is Sal Pugliese.
Sal. Okay. Well, the thing is, though, if you don't like the show, turn it off. I turn it off because I don't want to sit here and just hear F this and F that.
Oh no, I've called them several times. Told them I want your, tabooty off the air, and I've told them that within the last 2 years.
Yeah, we just got a note here from the Peanut Gallery. After 11, they're allowed to swear. We're not allowed to.
Well, the thing of it is, they take freedom of speech too far.
Well, they ruin it for the rest of us.
And that's, you know, that's one thing. Public access has a bad reputation because of these types of shows.
You know, it's that bad apple that's in the whole bunch. I mean, that's destroying it forever. I mean, the religious people that want to come on. Hey, you want to have your religious talk? Fine.
Yeah.
You know, you want to have your anarchy talk? Fine. But you don't need a Chris and Todd that's saying,
swearing.
you know, you need to F, you know, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, and I'm not going to say the thing.
Like white chocolate. I mean, that's what got Rhonda Storms all
that
upset.
part is they have a little following, and it destroys me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I fought in 5 different countries, and I left blood and flesh.
Wow.
In 5 different countries. I was shot in 5 different countries during the Vietnam period. Okay? I fought for idiots like them
To have freedom of
to
speech.
have their voice.
Well, I appreciate your service.
Believe me,
but we got a lot of lines here. I have to
I know
keep
you
it
do.
short.
I've been the very first one trying to call you and trying to get my stuff in. Believe me, if Ollie North could actually watch their program, I mean, they would disappear.
Well, the thing is, though,
not in the fact that Ollie North would do anything wrong.
You need to call the BOCC people.
Has the power to say, "Hey, boys, come over here. I want to talk to you, and you're not going to do this no more." You know, because the good people that are out there trying to talk and put out a good word, and try to put out, you know, and try to have a good show.
I hear you.
You're destroying
We'll
it.
call the BOCC and complain and let them know how much you appreciate.
I have done everything from top to bottom.
We got to say goodbye. We got a lot of calls here. We want to keep it rolling. Okay?
Thanks for calling.
But I really appreciate your kind words. Okay,
creation.
thank you. We got to keep it rolling. Hello there, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Brian. Hey.
Hi, Brian.
I like your show. I agree with that last caller. Your show was really good, class stuff.
Want to keep the calls rolling.
And,
have you seen the Chris and Todd
because
show?
see, we're trying to build up public access so you don't come off the air. We're trying to, that guy and me is trying to build up viewers that not just help you out, but help public access out, so they call the county commissioners. And also, I got good news for you. You got local federal government that has something to do with the airwaves. Cable TV. Those are the people you have to contact. Because I contact Miss Thompson in the front, and she just found out 2 weeks ago that's what she's got to go to, because the county commissioners are not, they have no jurisdiction over you guys.
Oh, really?
Nope.
So maybe there's hope.
Federal government. Nobody wants to contact them. And she needs help contact federal government. It costs no money to call, email, or talk to them. And what they do, you get your attorney, not you personally, not your viewers. They get views with Ms. Thompson, the front desk, in the federal government I'm talking about. Not just one for, like, put people in jail. I'm talking about for the TV and airwaves and stuff like that. And I even called them, and they said, yeah, nobody called us from public access. They're the ones in charge of everything. And they're the ones who contact Tallahassee and stuff like that and get things done. You don't go through Rhonda Storms. You don't do Kevin White. You don't do the county commission.
We have a question here, Brian.
Federal government.
It says, who is that
Who do we contact
besides the BOCC?
Federal government. Local federal government.
What
Federal
department?
government bureau,
What department?
downtown Tampa. You don't know about nothing about federal government? Every state's got federal government.
What department?
Need a department, a phone number or
Chuck
something.
Rose. That girl, lady plays Chuckalina, she pointed it out and gave examples. I can't give her examples. I don't remember.
FCC? That's we have a
I
note
think
here.
so. I think so. And also, anything we do with federal government, you just go to your attorneys or you personally and get with Miss Thompson. I'm serious now. And I'm talking about saving public access for real. And they say these county commissioners are not going to help you. They can't help you. It's not your jurisdiction.
Well,
that's good you have people call them. They keep doing
that's
that.
a good
Unless
point.
they stop, the federal government's going to save you. And you need to get, I'm ignorant of it too, okay? I know it's the first time you heard it, that's what I'm telling you. Look into it, get Miss Thompson, hey, some guy called in about something about the federal government, Chuck Rose, been telling everybody.
Yeah, we know him. He's our friend.
Bill Quidden, just tell everybody about Quidden, I'll give his name's right.
Keenan.
And about the federal government, he's been contacting them too. and he needs help. And Miss Thompson, you contact her for real. I'm talking about you personally. It don't cost you nothing. Just encourage her and see how you can get involved, get the federal government to help you guys out.
Well, thank you. Thank you for calling.
I'm
All
glad
right,
a senator got caught.
All right. Oh, yeah. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm going to keep the calls rolling so people kind of keep it a little bit short. Hello there. Oh, hi, Julius.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
You need to speak up because the volume's low.
sound okay?
Turn your TV down.
Yeah, okay. Meanwhile, I was saying, what?
I can't hear you.
Can't hear it.
No, hold on. I'm going to turn it down.
It's not.
Speaker, hold
And
on.
I have the volume as loud as it'll go.
Hold on.
You
All
there?
right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there. Now
That's
we can
better.
hear you.
That's
I had
better.
you on the speaker.
Oh, okay.
Listen, that guy, what's wrong with that guy that's called? Some conservative people. What's wrong with him? He
Which
have
one?
right.
Which
The public
one?
access channel. Okay? They pay taxes. This ain't none of Hitler.
Well, that's why I said if you don't like the channel, turn it off.
Turn the channel.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Turn it.
I mean,
Okay?
I feel the same way.
I remember this guy from long ago. He monitored public access channels, okay? He monitored them, okay? And I just turned from up there when Hennedy and Corn. They got Tom DeLay up there speaking about that senator from Iowa.
Our Idaho, the Craig
Hello?
business we're
He
talking.
say,
Larry Craig, you're talking about?
Yeah.
they got Tom DeLay up there speaking on behalf of the senator.
Oh, well,
What how can-
He said,
birds
"I'm
of
not
a
here
feather,
to-"
you know.
Yeah. Well, what's he saying? Is he defending him or?
He said, "I'm not here to defend him."
Oh, well, what's he there for?
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Well, Hennedy and Corn, you can check that out. You know that up there on Fox Network, okay?
Oh, I don't even watch Fox.
No,
I mean,
Fox
I'm
is
sorry.
not on my radar.
It's like a comic
saying,
book.
you know? I don't watch it neither, because I'm a liberal, okay?
Yeah.
So
You need to know what the other people are doing, okay?
well,
What they're saying.
I listen to AM radio for that reason. It's painful, but I do listen to it.
to hear what Limbaugh's saying.
First Lombard.
Oh, I
Yeah,
listen to
that's-
Rush and Glenn Beck and Shanette and all that. So
Yeah, but
just to hear what they
Fixed
say.
noise, yeah. Fixed noise channel.
what Democrats gonna do here when this $50 billion bill come up?
We were just talking about that in the car.
Yeah.
About the war.
Bush is going to ask for another $80 billion for the war in
if he
September,
gets it-
on top of the 400 something.
$50 billion. This bill coming up. $50 billion he asking for.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Democrats gonna cave in again?
I have no respect then. Totally. They're all corporate.
They are. They're
all
sheep.
corporate.
Harry
gonna cave
Reid,
in again?
Pelosi, they're sheep. They're just going with the flow
No
there.
time limit again.
Yeah.
I mean, what good is it? So we have the majority. Big deal.
Yeah,
They're
I
not
mean, we
doing
have a
anything.
slim majority, but
Yeah.
still,
Not
they
doing
could have
nothing.
done
Yeah,
something.
they're useless.
Yeah,
We ain't doing anything,
yeah.
and the public is watching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Come re-election.
Look here, I'm not gonna talk so long. I'm gonna get off here and let somebody else have more views.
I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Okay.
I love it when you call, Julius. Take care.
Bye.
Okay? Bye-bye. That's another thing about these corporate Democrats. For instance, Hillary,
Yeah.
corporate Democrat.
Yeah.
And-
She's just exchanging one set of corporates for
Yeah,
the
Bush-
Democratic
Bush
set
with
of
a skirt.
corporates. Yeah.
Same thing.
We need to make sure you register to vote, but as we know, in the primary coming up
Oh,
in
yeah.
January, our votes may not
the
count.
Florida people.
The Florida people, which means that if they follow through on what they've said, because we moved up the primary date to the 29th of January, they won't count our votes. They won't seat our delegates to the convention next summer.
And there goes our constitutional right to
Yeah,
vote.
I mean,
Stripped again.
yeah, I mean, it's bad enough that the electronic voting machines screwed it all up.
And this would probably be in Hillary's favor, probably.
Maybe.
You know, the corporations want her to get in there because they know she'll easily be defeated
Another 2000
by
election.
a Republican.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're for John Edwards.
John Edwards
He's-
is the one that's got the most.
Exactly.
I mean, if you listen to his politics, if you listen to his plan,
for the
his health care for all, do not take money from lobbyists, which he is not doing, and he talked Barack Obama into it. He's not, but Hillary is.
Barack Obama was taking money from a guy who's in the Carlyle group.
Yeah.
I mean,
How
Carlyle
much-
Group is the Saudis and the Bushies and all. I mean, come
all
on.
the big money players. You know, we need someone that's away from that. And well,
John Edwards is it, but
John
they're
Edwards is it?
purposefully, the media's purposefully shutting him out
yeah,
of
because
air,
it's
of
a
time.
novelty to have a black man and a woman running, so
That's
they're getting
what-
all the
that's
publicity
what
from the
Elizabeth
mainstream.
Edwards-
From the mainstream.
Yeah, that's what Elizabeth Edwards
So that
said.
they're kind of like shoving Edwards out. But if people actually listen to what Edwards is saying,
His substance.
he's got
He's got a
ethics.
plan.
I mean, all they can talk about is, oh, he has pretty hair or he's an attorney. Well, guess what? Half of them in there are attorneys.
Or doctors or whatever.
Yeah. But I mean, if being an attorney is a bad thing, well, Clinton was an attorney, Hillary's an attorney.
Yeah. How many people?
Bush wasn't smart enough. He didn't go to law school. I mean, his daddy, you know, got him into Yale, and he got an MBA. The man can't even speak English in a correct. I mean, he can't put two words together.
Tom
so.
DeLay owned a pest control company.
That's right. He was about the most corrupt politician
Yeah.
in Sugar Land, Texas.
You
I
got
mean,
it.
he is, you know, of course he's gone. That's another one to add to the
You-
list of the
You have a list of people that have left
recent,
corrupt. Go
yeah,
ahead,
the
give us the list.
rats sinking the ship that have gone to be with their families are Rumsfeld, Wolfowitz, Alberto Gonzales. I mean, I guess if you resign, you don't get to be impeached. You know,
That's
and
it. You don't
there
have the
was a
stigma.
movement for
You
that.
don't have the stigma.
Tony Snow, the press secretary, said he's fighting
cancer, too.
but he said he's needs to make more money. Scooter Libby is
Another one
that
off
got
the
a
hook.
pardon. He should have been in jail for outing Valerie Claim.
And Rove.
Rove.
We didn't have him on the
Oh,
list.
Rove,
is
right
another-
here.
oh,
Karl
there we go,
Rove. The-
Another one wants to be with the
family. I mean, his wife is, you know, has her own thing. Her son's in college, so what family is he talking about?
I don't know, the dog,
the
pets?
the Manson family. I don't know. That's, you know, it's.
I'd hate
pitiful.
to share his genes.
They're all
personally.
leaving now. If we could just get Cheney to decide to
Oh,
spend
God,
time
I
with
know.
his family,
But they have him wired up to his batteries.
Oh, please let that battery wear out.
I
you
know,
know,
it's like a car battery. They jump him every day with the car.
He's got his own hybrid heart. You know, Mr. Evil.
Yeah.
It makes me think of that movie.
Darth Vader, or
Well,
Evil.
Dr. Austin Powers.
Evil, yeah.
Yeah, and Karl Rove's father is gay,
Yeah, that's right. That's
and also Karl Rove is said to be an agnostic or an atheist. He just can't believe, but yet. He managed to talk all these conservative Christians into getting on board with Bush. So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, talk about using them for their religion.
yeah, that's propaganda.
Cheney's
all right.
daughter is gay.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone.
But yet, okay, in Florida here, you're not allowed to adopt
That's right.
if you're gay, and there's so many kids that are in foster care that could really have a good home.
I know.
And that's
They had on
there's just
channel
so much discrimination.
the local Channel 10 all week. They've had like a telethon type thing going on to get foster parents because there's so few foster parents and so many children that need temporary homes. If they would let gays, you know, what's wrong with that? They're human beings. They're smart. They're compassionate.
And we have to pay. We as taxpayers pay for all these kids that are being, you know, institutionalized or taken
Yeah.
care of somehow.
Yeah.
But at least they'd have nice families to go with. Let's take a call. What the
Okay,
heck?
let's see.
Hello there. You're on the air.
You there?
Hello. I guess they don't want to speak. Oh, they don't want to speak. So.
Sound went off.
Oh well. I heard a breathing. You know.
Yeah. Another thing that was an anniversary was of Katrina.
That's right.
Katrina. It was 2 years ago this week that the hurricane of all hurricanes swept through and decimated New Orleans. And hey, how's that working for you? Are they real built up yet? I mean, the Ninth Ward, you were just there last spring.
I took
The
pictures
Ninth
of
Ward
the Ninth
is
Ward.
still flattened out. The only money that they're putting into it are for upscale homes. The neglect that Bush and his cronies have done, along with Brownie, who is also gone now.
And Chertoff, they want to put into Gonzalez's
Gonzalez,
position.
yeah, they're
I mean, another loser.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
how many incompetent people can we have in office? It's all nepotism, and they're just totally
Instead of getting
incompetent.
someone that's actually got experience doing something, they're taking political cronies in. I mean, look at the Justice Department. They came from that Bob Jones College.
Oh God!
You
They
know,
don't even
law
believe in
school.
evolution.
Yeah, just
My
like
God.
Brownback was on
Oh,
the show.
geez, don't
Did you-
even go there.
Did you see Bill Maher's?
No,
I take for it. Well, they had
Wait, Bill
Brownback
Maher.
on, and he asked him about did he believe in evolution, and he kind of hemmed and hawed and said, "Well,
He must-
maybe," you know. And he basically said God created the Earth, so you know, if you want to call that evolution, then he'll go along with it. But I mean, that's a
So
whole
we-
that's a whole nother
I
story.
just saw on AOL they were showing the frozen man
Yeah.
from Italy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, we have carbon
what he
dating.
died from.
Carbon
what he,
dating,
He had
so-
it. Someone bashed his head in. I
I know.
Yeah.
I know that's what they said. They thought
Yeah.
it was an arrow. or
Well, he had an
whatever.
arrow sticking out of him, and his head was bashed in. So.
Yeah, I know. They're disappointed. Like, why? I
Yeah,
mean,
like
all right, let's take a call. Hello there, Sal. You're
Hi, you
back.
got me again. You got me earlier.
Oh yeah.
That's
But keep it short because we want to keep the calls
who knows
rolling.
my name, but instead of talking about all the, I mean, hey, you have no idea of all the faggots that are in the U.S.
We don't like the term.
That's a
kind of
deprecating
derogatory.
word.
Oh,
That's
excuse me. You have
politically
no
incorrect.
idea how many
That's-
gays are in the U.S. government, and they shouldn't be there to begin with.
why not?
Why?
I spent 19 years in the U.S. government.
That's discrimination.
No,
That's
not
a
to me.
bigoted person on the phone. I don't know.
No.
That's pretty offensive to
No,
tell
well,
you
you
the
can call it
truth.
offensive,
That
but what
kind
you
of
want.
language
They don't
is
belong
uncalled
in the
for.
government. But as far as I'm concerned, you guys need to be working on, at this time, the people that are destroying your freedom for having the program that you're having. And those people start with Chris and Todd and on down the line.
No, I think it's more like Blair and Norman, and they're
No,
the ones
no,
that
no,
want to
you're
get
way
rid of
above that.
free
But anyway,
speech.
you
They're
need,
the ones.
You need to take these people and you need to show them. You need to show the
The
American
show's
public.
on after 11
what
p.m.
they
It's
are.
supposed to be adult only.
No. I mean, you need.
And
well,
people do swear.
You need to get. Basically, you need to get clips of them before they start saying and bleep them out. But
Well,
show
then
the
that's
American
censorship.
public what
That's
these people
That
are
is
doing.
censorship.
Because I mean, you're getting what?
It's just words.
$350,000 through the county commission to help keep.
Yeah, but
this
we're also
program
taking in a lot
going.
of money through
Now,
Bright House and Verizon.
You guys have some good information. You guys have been good. I mean, you're super. But you need to show these people what these other people are doing and
Thing is, though,
extending
we don't-
and
that
going,
is-
That's
going
censorship.
out-
Anybody that comes
outside-
down here and gets trained is
right,
allowed to
but
have a
going
show.
outside of the freedom of speech.
But
I don't- that's a
freedom of
matter
speech
of-
is even
I mean,
for objectionable
I have
Yeah, they
speech.
used to have
heard-
nudity. Oh, man.
We lost.
No.
We lost
It
the
went
line.
staticky. All right, let's try another one. Hello there.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hi, I just heard what that other man said, and I'm
It's offensive.
just very offended by what he said because I'm part of the gay community, and it's like he's speaking to all of us.
It's offensive. I mean,
We don't.
It is. It's very
we
offensive.
support
It's rude, and I
civil
was just
rights.
very
I know.
hurt by
I
it.
felt like it was like a
That's
chalkboard.
a shocking
like,
thing to
it's
say.
just like saying the N word, or it's just. I find it extremely offensive.
Oh no, I just
can't even
couldn't
say.
believe like what he just said, and maybe he should just come down and maybe see see how we interact. And we're just normal people just trying to live our lives, and he just just bashed us, and it's just very aggressive in his nature. I'm just really upset. I'm sorry.
No, I understand.
Well, we're upset
I'm feeling
too.
upset too. I'm just
We're
trying to
upset
compose
too.
myself.
I mean, we
to tell you
are
the
all
truth.
equal.
And my friends know I always have to bite my tongue.
We're strong supporters of the gay community.
Extremely.
I mean, they should have every
I know.
opportunity to
I
have.
believe in gay marriage. I
Oh,
believe
so
in
do
it.
I
I
do.
believe in adoption. They should change that rule in Florida.
Yeah.
I have no issues.
Yeah, I just wanted to call and say that that guy's wrong, and maybe
No,
he
I
should just
appreciate
come here and
you
see
doing
us.
that. 'Cause
Maybe he should come to Key West, honey, and just see us during Fantasy Fest,
that's the thing is, though, that's probably what he's thinking of, the Fantasy Fest, or
Yeah.
that's stereotyping. Don't you
Yeah,
think so?
it is.
I know when they show the Fantasy Fest, it's like the image that
Yeah, they use
they
that
always-
image to say all gay people like to dress up in feathers, and that's not
That's
the
not
case.
true.
I mean,
but
straight people like to dress up in feathers too. So
Yeah.
what's the difference? It's
I
just
don't
silly.
know.
It's
it's
superficial
just
and silly,
discrimination.
and it's adult entertainment anyway.
Right, and children are not going to like Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
What
Mardi
do you
Gras.
call Mardi Gras? Show
I mean,
me
women
your
flashing their
tatas
boobs,
and,
yeah, I
and
mean,
all that.
yeah.
That's for adults only, and even the Gasparilla, they shouldn't even have the kids really go to some of these events here. But I'm glad you called in. This shows us all cross sections
Yeah.
of people.
I mean, even those that like the show still say nasty things. I mean, if you don't like the stuff after 11, don't watch it.
Yeah,
Don't watch
I don't.
it. I mean,
Turn on HBO. Whatever.
different strokes for different folks. That's my philosophy.
And there's just certain things we don't turn on the church shows during the day either. So
All this praying gets me crazy. I do not like right-wing conservative Christian
Telling
fundamentalists.
us how
I
to
mean,
live
I
our
think they
lives.
are every bit as evil as the Hezbollah.
But the thing is about public access, we have a little bit of everything for
Yeah.
everybody. We do a lot of public
You
service.
can pick and choose.
We do charitable shows.
You can pick and choose. If you don't like a show, turn it off.
And like anything, I don't watch Fox, and I pay for it.
I don't watch Fox either.
I don't watch sports shows, and I pay for it because a lot of people claim, it's the money.
Yeah.
Phone's been ringing the whole time.
Yeah, well, let's see if we got
All right. Hello there.
Heidi.
You're on the air.
Heidi, hello.
Hi. Say something.
Are the sound?
Yeah, I don't know. They're not speaking. They call and they don't speak.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, thanks
Hi.
for taking my call, Vernetta. Chrissy, how are you this evening?
Chyrisse.
Chyrisse.
Chyrisse,
That's
I'm
how you pronounce it.
sorry.
That's okay. I get it all the
I'm
time.
enjoying your show
Okay, Gregory.
very much. It's very entertaining.
We try to entertain and inform.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, current events are a big thing. I see one of the topics is that I guess you're talking about the gay community and stuff. And so
Well, the one guy called and used the F word, and that's pretty offensive. I don't.
Yeah,
it's like to me,
was-
it's like the N word.
Yeah, and they are just words, and I guess if you let them hurt you, they will. And so, of course, you just have to not go to that level. He's obviously
It's like this,
closed-minded, and
I don't like the C word. When women are called the C word, that's offensive to me.
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
You
But they
know,
are words. Let's remember, they are words.
You're right.
And you did mention something earlier that there is a lot of stereotyping going on.
Yeah.
When in talking about politics, and just switch around a little bit, talking about politics, whatever their sexual preferences, that's fine. The problem I
Oh, we
have,
don't care about that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Whatever. The problem I have with politics in general is that there's, first of all, so many from the lowest level the state senator or even lower than that, councilman, whatever, paid positions throughout the United States, and these tremendous salaries and these tremendous retirement plans and tremendous.
They want to keep them too.
Yeah.
That's
they
why
do.
they bend over for
we are
everybody.
paying for them. As taxpayers, we're paying for them. I mean, let's limit government. Let's. There's just too many.
Well, term limits would be a good start.
Yeah. I believe in term limits with the Supreme Court.
Oh
too.
yeah,
They scare me.
we have
Off the board.
a scary Supreme. 65
But,
out of there.
The thing is, when we were talking about all these scandals, it's whether they're straight or gay or whatever, it's the hypocrisy that bothers us.
Absolutely.
It would be like me being gung-ho pro-life, and then my daughter gets pregnant and she gets an abortion.
Abortion, exactly.
It's the hypocrisy
The double
that bothers
standard,
us. Because
yeah.
we could care less what anybody does in their private lives at all. It's their
I
business.
couldn't agree with you more.
Just as
I'll
long-
switch the subject. Go ahead.
But touching children is not cool. We don't like that.
Oh, good. Good.
That's a given. That's a given.
It's whatever consenting adults do is their choice.
Absolutely. As long as it doesn't involve consenting minors.
But the thing is, though, these conservatives want to control everything. What's in our bedroom, what's outside of our bedroom. I mean,
they want to start from
they wanna tell us what
the
to do.
fetus on down.
yeah.
They are plucking our rights
Exactly.
away,
Yeah.
slowly but surely, and we're letting them get away with it. We really, truly are. And it's how do you stop it? I mean, what can we do? I mean, just I know we're one person, but
with the voting
helps.
The voting
and protesting.
Protesting, yeah.
But then they want to arrest us for that too. So
amazing.
They don't even show the protests that are against Bush. You have your protest-free zones. You know, they vet all the people that come to their so-called town hall meetings. Bush, I'm talking about. So there is no dissent.
Yeah.
That's the scariest part.
If there's like, let's say 10,000 people there, 500 people were there. They always minimize it.
Yeah. And we know that for a fact. We've gone to anti-war protests,
And we've counted the people.
Yeah.
I have to ask, you know, now, I've been only watching for about 15 or 20 minutes.
You've been on for 2.5 years.
I'm new to Florida. I came from Connecticut,
Okay.
Now, and I always used to call public access. I had actually developed some wonderful friendships.
Well, you know they're trying to get rid of public access here. You need to call the BOCC.
I called up.
Our funding.
I called up one of the. I don't know. I was watching the show the other day, and they gave me a number to some. I don't know if she was a state rep or.
Was it Rose Forlita?
Maybe she's for us.
Mrs. Forlita?
She's for saving us.
Yeah, in fact, she's about the only one on our side.
Yeah, I called her up. I spoke with her. She was very pleasant.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, and she actually said that there's some. I can't exactly remember, but she said that. Because are they planning to take the public access away?
Yes,
they're
cutting. They want to cut the funding.
And you know what? It's not a money issue. It's a free speech issue. They just don't want to hear opposition.
Is it already done?
Well, the hearing is next Wednesday, the 5th. The 20th, they're having another, I think, final budget hearing, and then after that, we may be off the air by October.
In October, if they cut.
That's unfortunate. That's too bad, because I really, really, truly enjoy public access. And like I said, I developed
we have been watching it for, over 10 years.
Well, there's a lot of viewers that do.
Anything I can do, please.
Well, I think
call the BOCC, email them, and just let them know that you appreciate public access and the diversity.
That's all we can do.
Ladies, what I was going to say before I got onto that subject, now I did notice, and I was only watching for about 15 or 20 minutes, but it does say the Femme Forum. Where are the female callers?
It's a good point. The females are too afraid to call, I guess. I don't know. Once in a while we
I wish we could get more ladies out there calling in.
Absolutely.
I guess
Thank you very much, ladies. I will continue to listen. Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, where are the women calling? Every once in a while.
Don't they watch?
Don't say her name because she doesn't like it. But we do have one female
our one
caller
friend. But she may be.
She doesn't like her name called, so
no.
She calls every once in a while. But man, what else do we have on our agenda here? We got more calls.
Well, we were talking about Katrina.
Yeah, the Minnesota bridge.
And
I
thought
what's the GOP convention? They're going to be at there?
The GOP convention is going to be in Minneapolis.
Oh, great.
So that's why they say that bridge will be fixed by next year when they have the GOP convention.
Just in time.
Now, if the convention, what a coincidence that Minneapolis, St. Paul, kind of a white bread, red state.
It's going purple, really.
Kind of. But then you take New Orleans, where the people that lost their homes were primarily low-income black folks. Who've been displaced. Well, they're in no big hurry to get anything fixed there.
I heard Glenn Beck talking about it, and he was basically saying in Rush, we shouldn't do anything, just leave it.
Yeah.
It's below sea level anyway. So is Amsterdam.
Yeah, I mean, and they say that there's been billions of dollars collected to rebuild it, but where is the money? It hasn't been.
Pockets.
Even, it's been misused. I mean, they had all those FEMA trailers sitting around unused.
Well, people are dying in those FEMA trailers from the formaldehyde.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, let's take a call. What the heck?
Let's see who. Come on, ladies, call in.
Good evening, ladies.
Hi.
Yes,
We're waiting for a lady to call. So sorry. We never get ladies.
You must be on your mother's phone.
The formaldehyde trailers. Thanks, FEMA. Great job, Brownie. Step it up. Hey, just a quick note about the senator. I find it fascinating that usually the ones that scream the loudest and object to certain lifestyle issues are generally the ones that are doing it behind closed doors the most.
I was having a Jerry
Falwell moment. I was having a Jerry Falwell moment there when he was going, "I have sinned against you, my Lord," and then he continued to do it. Also, too, I look at Reverend Ted Haggard as another one. He was the loudest person in the United States when it came to anti-gay, and yet he was soliciting male prostitutes.
So the senator, I find, in fact, have you heard the interrogation tape of him and the cop that he actually had that encounter with in the bathroom? And the cop got upset. He goes, "Senator, you're lying to me." And it's sad that, this guy is so clueless. And he's like, "Well, I was just adjusting myself." I'm like,
adjusting myself.
Media a potty mouth, doesn't it? I mean, it's pretty sad. But yes, I just want to simply say, ladies, I love the show, but it truly does show you that those who scream the loudest are usually those who offend the most behind closed doors.
Look at all these evangelicals that have had just women, period.
Yeah, Jim Baker had his little cutie,
the little crying thing.
Yeah, and
Swaggart,
and of course
it's the hypocrisy that gets us.
Yeah. Well, it truly is, and it's sad too. These are people that we trust. These are people that we either elect or people that are vital parts of our community. And it's a shame when foundations like that just crumble in front of you, and then when they try to, the more they lie about it, the less respect you have for them.
They're going to rehab.
Not so much, I'll tell you what.
They're going to get rehabilitated. So.
Exactly. And what really gets me though is it's not, the act themselves. We're all human. We all make mistakes. But I think what really upsets me is how they react to it afterwards, and how they try to cover it up, and how they try to blame other factors in it. And folks, that's one thing we need to do as a society is take more responsibility for our actions. And by doing that, we'll also show we set an example for other people. You have a great night, ladies.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, it's the hypocrisy. It kills me.
That's the issue. They complain the most about family values. They want family values and focus on the family. All these
like some
websites.
Of these pro-life women that I met when I was out there doing filming. They had abortions like 30 years ago or whatever, but then they decided, I shouldn't have done it, and they're out there being activists or whatever.
Yeah, like
it's just
the Roe v. Wade.
And I always worry about these people that are fighting for children. Children's rights or whatever, and then they end up being pedophiles.
Yeah, you find like Boy Scout leaders and
priests.
How
many priests?
All of a sudden, you check their computers and they have child porn on there and that kind of thing. Yeah,
it's people in authority. That's the thing. They have the power and they influence people, and people trust them.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't tell mommy and daddy. It's just disgusting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have like 15 minutes left, but 10 minutes actually. Wow, we've been cruising.
Yeah. Good call.
Hello there. You're on the air.
Yes. A few minutes ago, I tuned in for the first time. And
we've been on 2.5 years. But
well, we came on at 9 o'clock.
You were discussing the concept that what people do in the privacy of their own homes, their own bedrooms, is their own business.
That's right.
And it just occurred to me, I've thought about this a lot of times. Of course, my children are grown and they have their own children. But I wondered when I heard that, let's assume that you and your husband have a normal sex life. You engage in certain things that other people might consider abnormal or whatever, but it's normal to you. The two of you enjoy it, and you have no problem with it.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's nobody's business but you and your husband.
That's right.
But let's assume also that you have, say, 2 children. Let's say a couple of girls, and they're maybe 6 and 8 years old.
Where's he going?
I don't know. Does this have an ending?
Yes, let's assume
roll it.
These children, unbeknownst to you, have found a way to observe you and your husband.
Since the beginning of time, since people have walked in or whatever.
They observe you doing things.
They observe poodles doing it.
I think this guy is getting off on this call.
This isn't
you're trying to turn something vulgar. We don't want that.
This has nothing to do with it.
We don't want.
We're saying don't govern people what they do in their home.
How do you deal with that?
You don't govern
that. You find out they've been observing you.
Go see a doctor.
Yeah, I don't even
talk to
I'm
us.
sorry. I can't even hear this. It's grossing me out.
That's a stupid call.
It's grossing me out. I'm sorry.
No, I think this guy is.
This has nothing to do with
No. Talk to a sex therapist or something.
Yeah, we're talking about the right to privacy, and I don't think kids should be privy to anything. I mean,
no.
And that's
what parents
gay
are
or
for.
Straight, doesn't matter. Kids shouldn't be,
That doesn't even enter this conversation we're having. Where is that coming from?
Let's not even go there.
They should teach sex education at the appropriate age in a child's school. Although I don't think they do that in Florida. I'm talking
that's why people have locks on their bedroom doors, right? You lock the door.
Yeah.
and the kids should knock.
That's
okay.
Yeah, I think he made the whole thing up just to talk about it. He wants to hear it.
Whatever.
You know, that's too bizarre and weird.
Yeah, it's grossing me out. I mean, Jesus. What else do we have on our list here?
Well, okay. Well,
what about this business
Freedom
with the
Watch.
War?
Oh, okay.
Commercials?
There's been a lot of commercials recently on TV, pro-war commercials.
Trying to sell it, huh?
Yeah, they're trying to, and that just kind of
5 years
shows
later?
how desperate the Republicans are getting. And it's called Freedom Watch, and they're trying to make it sound like a grassroots organization like MoveOn.org or VoteVets.org, something like that. And basically, it's what they call AstroTurf. It's a made-up movement funded by big politicians, contributors.
That's not grassroots.
Mel Simbler being one of the largest contributors to this, and they're trotting out. You've probably seen it. Well, CNN and Fox are showing them. MSNBC and CNBC refuse to put that propaganda on. But they're showing soldiers with no legs and saying, if we leave now, this will all be in vain and that kind of thing.
Oh,
and I mean,
please.
it's just...
we'll save lives if we leave now.
They're trotting out these people because that just shows how desperate they are at this point.
And Bush is comparing now to Vietnam, when before he didn't want to compare the war
and
to
now
Vietnam?
all of a sudden, if we leave, all hell will break off.
Geez, we lost 58,000 soldiers. You think we should have stayed another 10 years?
You think? I don't know.
I mean, this logic is, maybe Rove told them, well, the other logic wasn't working, let's flip-flop. And that's all they do is flip-flop all the time.
I know.
It's Vietnam, it's not Vietnam. It's Vietnam, it's not Vietnam. I mean,
it's a sad state.
And you know, when we left Vietnam, what happened? People said, what took you so long?
Yeah, we saved a few lives, maybe, and
like,
for
you were saying, the Khmer Rouge.
Well, the Khmer Rouge. They're talking about the massacres of the killing fields of Cambodia,
which we supported.
We supported the Khmer Rouge.
Just like in Central America, we supported the wrong side too.
Yeah.
We're always supporting the wrong side.
I mean, if Bush is going to state historical facts, he ought to get his history straight.
Well, I guess
he just doesn't seem to...
He didn't read the tape when it was...
I guess, you know, the little backpack that he carried during the...
Yeah, remember that debate? He had a square thing? You're right.
Yeah.
And nobody has ever really explained what that square thing is.
And they showed a picture. Yeah, I mean, he had a little earpiece. I mean, they were feeding him the answers. He's an idiot. I mean, and if he's so great on the veterans, look at the state of the veterans' hospitals. There's rats crawling around in Walter Reed. I mean, and then... all these veterans coming home with brain disorders, PSTD, and they're not getting the help they need. If you're truly for the troops, like he says he is, do something for them. Yeah. Actually give them armed vehicles. Give them the body armor that was promised.
Bring them home.
Bring them home. Well, they could get them home. They had something, a study group came out today saying that within 1 year, if we started now, we could have all the troops out of there. They would be moved to Kuwait.
Because it's already a civil war. There already is, and it's, we're afraid of genocide. I think it's going on right now.
Yeah, they just...
and we're in the middle of it.
He didn't get the memo, I guess.
And what's scaring the crap out of me is this talk about Iran. Okay, we have a cluster, you know what, in Afghanistan and Iraq, so let's just make it a bigger FUBAR. Yeah. And let's just go to Iran, and they have a real military over there. Yeah. And they don't have sticks and
they probably have the bomb, you know, they have it, you know.
And we're like intimidating, rather antagonizing them, trying to
let's just, into you know, and what troops are going to fight it? Does that mean the draft's going to come back? Because we're running out of troops.
I know. How
already, the soldiers there are on their 15-month tours of duty, which was unheard of ever.
Yeah, without a break.
It used to be a year. I mean, this is in Vietnam or anything, but they need
World War II, we weren't even there that long.
And what's the suicide rate is huge. It's high. In Iraqi veterans.
And they don't count the suicides as part of the...
As part of the death. And there's been like a couple hundred already that they know about. So if things aren't FUBAR already, they're not going to get any worse.
And like I said, Iran that's a real... army there.
Yeah, and that's scary.
It's not scary. Like, 3 weeks we'll take, Iraq. Yeah, right. Well, it just doesn't make sense. Let's just expand the circumference there.
Yeah. Yes, it's all of these, well, if we leave, things are going to be awful, awful, awful.
Well, they are.
All these experts that planned the whole thing, they never got it right then. So what makes you think that they know now what's going to happen?
And they're using all the same propaganda they did. Oh, they have nukes. We heard that in 2002, 2003 when they were prepping.
Yeah.
Oh, they have nukes, and oh, you know, they're not cooperating, and the same. You think we're going to fall for that twice?
Well, let's hope not.
I really think we're dumb. There are a lot of dumb people.
Well, my guess is this war is going to go on till 2008 till we get a new president in there, because Bush.
Oh God, and
he can never.
If it's a Republican,
he can never admit he's wrong.
The only Republican against the war is Ron Paul.
Yeah, I know.
The only one.
And they're not taking him seriously.
No, he's like a Kucinich in a sense.
He is just kind of a fringe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like that Gravel guy.
Yeah, or Gravel and other.
Means get the troops out now. So.
But Guy Kucinich has big ears.
That's the Keebler elf.
I know, it's like this.
I like his ideas, but
he's a smart man. I do like his ideas.
Yeah, well,
but he doesn't have a chance to win.
Not a snowball's chance. Yeah.
Are we on time? Just a few minutes.
About
right?
5 minutes. 4 minutes. Okay. Can you take a quick call, or do you want to?
Okay, we'll keep it quick, like really quick, like a minute. Hello there.
Hi, ladies.
Hi. 1 minute.
I just had a question, maybe.
Private.
I was about I had a question, like what y'all thought about, for instance, some of the Democrats, like Hillary, which I am a Democrat, thank God, but like.
I'm a Democrat, but I can't stand her. She's Bush.
Oh yeah, I don't really understand how she voted for the war.
Oh yeah.
And then turns around once the troops are in there, and then tries to play politics with it because she realized she made the wrong decision, and doesn't realize that she's not smart enough to realize, hey, you know, like my brother's over there serving.
She's playing both sides of the
these guys with the Congress, we're going to vote to send you to war, and then it seems like all the Democrats, once we got the boys over there, they're like, oh, we're going to pull funding. They're not completely behind
she's been very supportive
of
Bush and all.
That's really well. I mean, I can actually. I'm a Democrat, like I said, my brother's serving. I can give the Republicans somewhat credit, even though that I don't think the war was the right decision. At least they're gun ho with it and they stand behind it. The Democrats, on the other hand, are even more dangerous by voting that they just go with whatever way the political wind blows. It seems like, and they vote to send our troops there, and then undermine them once they get there for their own political gain. I think it's I don't think Republicans or Democrats have our.
Sorry, bye. We have 1 minute left. 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute.
One and a half minutes. No, what he said, it was a very good call.
It was a good call.
And I agree completely with what he's saying. In fact, Hillary never even apologized for her vote. At least Edwards said that he was wrong.
And she was for the surge too, wasn't she?
And she's talking about, if I'm elected president, then I will leave like a contingency of troops. So that's not bringing them all home. And if they're there in the peacekeeping effort, who's going to protect them?
She doesn't even have a real health plan. She did in the early 90s, but then she sold out to the corporations. So next week, we're going to have Mark Ferguson as our guest. He's going to talk about Equality Florida.
Yes.
Yay! And right now he's helping
us. Go Mark.
Yeah. He's doing the direction now on the floor here. And we want to thank Joaquin Pizuela, Mark Nash for putting on the show. Keep watching while we're on the air. And let the BOCC people know that you appreciate public access.
Public access, people.
And peace, bring the troops home. And there's going to be protests in September.
We'll be there.
In Washington and different places, and safe public access and all that.
And register to vote, make your vote count.
Yeah.
And make sure you
vote no against the Save the Homes thing in January. That's just a gift to the rich people.
Folks,
They're cutting
the
services
taxes,
with it. So they're cutting the police, the fire people, education. So.
Yeah, I mean, you cut all the services. It's not going to be too good when your house catches fire and there's no one to come and put the fire out.
So September 5th, 6 p.m. and 9 a.m. They're doing a meeting too. But 6 p.m. go there, voice your support, and tell people that
keep public access.
Tampa's the only place that has it in Florida. They got rid of St. Pete. Miami doesn't even have it. Safe public access. We're unique. This has been here for 20 years.
It'd be a shame to let it go now.
So, see you guys next week. All right. Bye-bye.
6 years. My first program was September 11th, 2001. Public access television is extremely important for our electronic soapbox and the freedom of speech. It is a safe haven for people to express themselves in any form or fashion. Our county commission is looking to cut the funding for Tampa Bay Community Network. Please, folks, do what you can to save public access. Contact your commissioners, email them, or call them. Let the commissioners know that you want to keep this asset in our community. If public access goes away, the voices of the people will be silenced.